This is GNN, the Global News Network, reporting the truth for as long as the Earth has been spinning. This is GNN, the Global News Network, reporting the truth for as long as the Earth has been spinning.
And a welcome to everybody to GNN. This is the home of the truest news that's ever existed on this planet, and we've been reporting the truth for as long as the Earth has been spinning. I am your host, or your anchor, Normal, and to my right, to your left, is the one, the only, Alexander Truth. Alexander Truth, word up.
It's always a pleasure, and I know people hate to do this at the beginning of the show, but I have to do a commercial real quick. So if I can get an early screen share, I don't know if that'd be possible if we're able to do that, but I would like to. A message from our sponsor. Okay, so guys, this says Uber driver rescued Florida woman who was being. Well, I don't know if it's up yet. Okay, here let me.
It is up now.
This up. You can't really see it that well because this article is not for the.
Oh wait, I lied. You're not up.
Okay.
I'll get
is that a different article?
There you go. Now you're up.
Okay, so this is Uber driver rescued Florida woman who's being sexually assaulted, only to drive her to a new location and attack her again. The incident took place on September 10th when a man, 30-year-old Jorge Calderon Nunez, assaulting the victim. She was rescued from the attack by Carrie Calvin Gassick, 37, who broke up the incident and drove her away. Gassick then took the victim to Southernmost Point, a Key West landmark where tourists posed for photos by the Atlantic Ocean. He dragged her out of his SUV and assaulted her behind the landmark. And this is an Uber driver. So I just want to say this is brought to you by our sponsor, Lyft. If you guys are going to use a rideshare, make sure to use Lyft. They are one of the best sponsors for GNN because if you use Uber, more than likely they will protect you from a sexual assault and then also sexually assault you. So
right after, yeah. Lyft is LYFT, by the way.
LYFT. Do not use Uber.
No.
So we just wanted to, that's a message from our sponsor.
Nor should you spell it with an I. And we also have back with us. Wait, were you back? No, you were gone last week. You were feeling a little under the weather, and we go ahead and let you have the day off. But he's back. He is Bowler Dave.
What's going on, guys? Glad to be here.
Are you feeling all right?
I'm feeling.
All right, that was a good answer.
Hanging in there by a thread.
Well, thank goodness that you're triple vaccinated. Thank goodness you've had the boosters. And because let's.
I went and I actually got the Moderna and the Pfizer again.
Oh, the cocktail.
Just to
the cocktail.
help me get over this.
The mixture.
That's smart. Yes, that
Thank
is
you.
the combination effect. It has a synergistic effect on the virus, supposedly.
Well, 5% that the Pfizer is not effective is a different 5% than the Moderna is not affected. So you can do the overlapping.
As a matter of fact, Johnson & Johnson just said a second dosage of theirs, if you just take if you take the vaccine again, it covers you 94%. So you add that with the 93% of Moderna, and then you add that with the 97% of Pfizer. Dude, you're at like almost 300% protection. I don't know how you could ever get the virus with that amount of protection.
You couldn't possibly. That's the way you have to go. Go ahead, Dave. Were you saying something?
No, that's it. Just glad to be back, guys, and here to report the news the way we see it.
Well, I'm just happy that you're not on the Joe Rogan, regimen of the horse tranquilizer dewormer. Because I heard now they're saying squirrel dewormer is the new secret weapon to all this, and I just want to, anybody out there that's thinking about taking something that you buy at the stables, don't do it. We don't care what happened to Nicki Minaj's cousin's friend's testicles. None of that.
No, don't care.
Do not take horse dewormer, please.
Please don't. And I think we should go to the chart, too. I have a chart here to let us know the current standings for where we're at with unvaccinated versus vaccinated. I think it's very important that we keep up with that. And I've been hearing some different numbers in the media, and I just want to make sure that we are on the same page. So let's look at the current chart, and it is listed as the unvax is make up 99.99999% of all hospitalizations right now. So we really need to, it's a pandemic of the unvaccinated. That's clear. not a lot of things in life that are just black and white right in your face. This is one of them.
Well, it's a fact, guys. If you're walking around unvaccinated, you are the same as a drunk driver. Okay. So when you go outside and you breathe on me, that's just like you running me over in your Toyota Corolla. So go get vaccinated, you unvaccinated, drunk driving murderers.
Absolutely. I really want to get Leanna Wen on. She's my new favorite human being. And we'll get her on. Maybe next week she'll be joining us. Just, I've reached out.
We have to get Leanna Wen on the show. She is just a legend and my idol. Like, I mean, just somebody that you can really look up to. Her work with Planned Parenthood and all the abortions that she oversaw.
World Economic Forum. She's a emerging global leader, part of that organization. Just amazing. Just unbelievably amazing.
Hey, Norman Alexander, can I do a quick screen share? I've got an image here that I'd like to discuss.
By all means.
So, the chances of being hit by an asteroid are 0.46, and the chances of dying of COVID are 0.026. That makes the chance of being hit by an asteroid almost double COVID. How come we're not doing anything about this? How come people aren't wearing helmets? How come people aren't having bunkers? How come the government isn't funding NASA with more money to stop something like this from happening? It's twice the risk of COVID, and people are ignoring this.
Maybe we can get like a petition going or something.
Well, I was debating on moving to Israel because they have the Iron Dome and they can actually shoot down any asteroids that go in their Iron Dome. So I think you're protected if you're in Israel from the asteroids. But everywhere else, yeah, I would be. I'm nervous. I'm actually nervous all the time of getting hit by an asteroid. Honestly, the way Neil deGrasse Tyson describes them.
Very scary. Very scary. Alexander, you want to go first? You have a news story?
For sure. Oh, I have a huge article here, guys. Now, this is a touchy subject because I'll be honest, I was a very hefty young child, okay? I had I've
seen pictures.
Disorder. Yeah, they're disgusting, and it limited me. I was always, picked last to play kickball. I was, always in the cafeteria. They always
picked first, though, in the pie eating contest. You were picked first for that one. So it wasn't
not really, because I actually I had such bad behavior. I wasn't allowed to participate in the pie eating contest, to be honest, because I was so troubled as a teen for them calling me Fatty Arbuckle. They'd say, "Oh, Fatty Smell Buckle," because I smell like a belt buckle. I don't even know what that means, but listen, it wasn't a good time. And what that did is it motivated me to lose weight, and I'm still a hefty man, but I'm better off than I was then. But now, listen to this, guys. And I would have done this 1,000%. And my two trans children, Decca and Alex, they both could lose a little weight. So I might be looking into this. This is brand new. Give fat children weight loss surgery because it's safe and effective and it works, doctors say. Fat children should be given weight loss surgery because it is safe and can improve their health, scientists say. Medics are cautious about offering bariatric surgery to overweight youngsters amid fears it could disrupt their growth. But a Saudi Arabian study today dismissed the concerns, prompting researchers to say the benefits of the procedure were clear. Results showed that surgery helped them keep weight off a decade after the operation and reverse type 2 diabetes. It also did not stunt their growth. Lead author Dr. Ayed Al-Khattani, a professor of bariatric surgery from King Saud University, said if you surgically intervene early, you can cure children's obesity-related diseases early and improve their quality of life. If you wait longer, their diseases might become irreversible. Britain has one of the worst childhood obesity rates, with around 1 in 10 youngsters falling into the category. In the U.S., 2 in 10 children are obese. NIH doctors already offer weight loss operations which can cost up to $15,000 to obese children in rare circumstances. Normally, the surgery is only carried out on patients when their life is deemed to be at risk and other interventions such as diets have failed. So, guys, look at this. If I was able to get weight loss surgery, I can't wait to get it on infants. That's really what we need to do, because if you could get a bariatric band, if you could staple the stomach of an infant, the baby would never get fat. So this is awesome. I'm just so happy that scientists are working on this. And the fact that we can give children weight loss surgery and staple their stomachs at this young of an age just proves that the scientists they're solving our problems 100%.
Alexander, if you could limit their intake, by putting the band around their belly, you're going to lower their carbon footprint. It's good all around.
It's a good point.
Oh, I didn't even think about that, because then they would need less to eat. We'd have to produce less food. Wow, that's really, really smart. But speaking of that, guys, we have to talk about it. The elephant in the room.
Uh-oh.
They found Gabby Petito's body. All right. And so, we have a couple Gabby Petito articles. We have to talk about it. But Gabby Petito's best friend, Rose Davis, revealed in an exclusive interview with Daily Mail that this is her boyfriend, Brian Laundrie, is well equipped to survive in the reserve. So as we know, Brian Laundrie is the main suspect in the murder of Gabby Petito. And he was able somehow, some way, to just freely leave his house, even though the cops knew where he was the whole time. For some reason, they weren't watching him, which was very highly unusual. So what do you guys think? Do you think Brian Laundrie is going to get eaten by an alligator, or do you think that the FBI will find him?
I'm going with find him.
You think so? What about you, David?
I'm going to go with find him also.
Wow. I personally think he's going to be alligator food. I hope he's alligator food. But who knows? He's in it. But let me just read one real quick. Brian Laundrie's week-long disappearance into a 25,000-acre nature reserve is nothing compared to other solo trips he's taken into the wilderness, including a hike on the Appalachian Trail lasting 3 months, DailyMail.com has learned. I know he lived in the Appalachians for what I believe was 3 months, and he did it by himself, so I know he's skilled at it, said Rose Davis, best friend of Gabby Petito, whose body was found Sunday in Grand Teton National Park, Wyoming. He and Gabby both told me stories about it. So I'm a little nervous. I think he's going to be able to. I mean, if we look at him, he's a skilled outdoorsman. I believe he might be out there. I don't believe they'll ever find him, and I think he'll run out of food and get eaten by an alligator. Personally, that's the friend right there. It's a touchy subject, I know, guys. It's a heart wrencher to see a young person like that. Okay, but listen to this, guys. Now this is awesome news. Now, this is what we need. Students at Pennsylvania University are warned they could be punished if they fail to use a preferred pronoun for their classmates, regardless of intent.
Yeah, well, that's the way it should be.
100%. Students at Pennsylvania University could face disciplinary actions if they don't respect their classmates' gender pronouns.
Yes.
Point Park University in Pittsburgh sent out a new policy to students ahead of the 2021 and 22 school year regarding misgendering, pronoun use, and dead naming. An email obtained by Campus Reform said.
Why is this even an article? Why does this even need to be said? Right? If I called you, Miss, we know that's wrong.
Well, it's technically right because I am transitioning. Technically,
see, that's where you're wrong, Dave. That's where you're not being.
If you were to call Norm Miss,
sorry.
that would be right.
Yes. Yeah, I'll check in. All right.
All
That was
right.
the office. They just had a couple issues. They'll get over it. Continue.
No,
Alexander.
No, and every school should do this. Any individual who's been informed of another person's gender identity, pronouns, or chosen name is expected to respect that individual, the email reads. While the university recognizes the aspect of intent versus impact, we must recognize that regardless of the intent, if an individual is impacted in a harmful way, action could be taken if a complaint is filed. So it doesn't even matter if they do it unmaliciously. If they do it even on accident, they're still subject to disciplinary action, which I think is how it should be because people need to be forced to talk to each other correctly, right? I mean, this shouldn't even need to be an email, like you said, Baller Dave. This shouldn't even need to be an email.
Right.
Here is the pronoun usage and significance.
Oh, can you email that to me? Forward it to me, please. Thanks.
Oh, yeah. Here, let me save it right now. Here, but let's look at some of the significance of it, if we don't mind. What are pronouns? Pronouns are words used to refer to someone or something or give possession to someone. That is my laptop. Where is my phone? I can't find it. Okay. Pronouns replace a person's name and can add gender sometimes. I like Sam. He is nice. Someone dropped their phone. We saw Kate and Joe yesterday. They were walking to the gym. Okay, this is all over my head a little bit. I feel like we're back in English, but everybody needs to look at this. And you can go to www.thesafezoneproject.com. You're going to be able to get this, and it's a pamphlet, and it's going to tell you all about pronouns and inclusive language and how to speak to one another.
Fantastic.
So this is one of the best things. This is one of the best resources. If you have a daughter, If you have a son going to college, I want everybody to go to the safezoneproject.com. One of the best places for resources for.
Can you help Dave and I out? What do we call Decca and Dallas? We're a little confused.
You call them them. I just call them them. Because
what if I'm only talking?
They're 9 and 11 years old, but they actually identify that age for the rest of their life. They're both from Guatemala. Mm-hmm. So we don't have a birth certificate. So they're just going to stay at that age because that's the age that they like. Yeah, if they choose a different age, they could choose to be 33. Decca sometimes freelances as a 70-year-old, but that's different. This
sounds different.
That is a little different. That's just when we're kind of playing around, But this is why pronouns are important, guys. Literally erasing women. ACLU is slammed for altering Ruth Bader Ginsburg quote about abortion rights to remove female pronouns, replacing woman with person. Like how why are people mad about this? This is smart. They should change Ruth Bader Ginsburg a message about abortion. Why would she just restrict that to women when it's not just women that are affected by abortion? So let's read this quote. It's just ridiculous. Like, I don't know why the American Civil Liberties Union is getting any sort of flack for this. Like, what they did is right. The American Civil Liberties Union has been slammed over a tweet which altered a famous quote from the late Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg about abortion rights, replacing the word woman with person.
Sorry.
Oh, no, we're with person and swapping female pronouns with they. The decision whether or not to bear a child is central to a person's life, to their well-being and dignity. When the government controls that decision for people, they are being treated as less than a fully adult human responsible for their own choices. The ACLU posted in a photo on Twitter on the 1-year anniversary of Ginsburg's death. Here, let's look at this. So,
God bless her soul, by the way.
I know. R.I.P. What is it? RGB. Ruth.
Well, so this week it's a RGB RAP, but last week it was a Rob Skiba RAP. Just for the record. Oh no, that was a different show. Different show.
That was different. But listen, all I need to know is the ACLU. They're doing it right. Look how awesome this is. The decision whether or not to bear a child is central to a person's life. I'm so happy they took out woman's life. Could you imagine if they actually posted this quote
Give me a break.
In limiting only women to having abortions?
Yeah, we know that men can have them too.
I can have an abortion. I've had a bunch of abortions. I'm about to have an abortion tomorrow. I'm scheduled for an abortion tomorrow, and I get no respect. Like, having abortions is part of my identity too, and so I don't want it limited to just women when I have abortion. I mean,
are we having another party? Are we getting together after?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm doing a TikTok live deal. I'm going live. It's gonna be in a live abortion. It's gonna be one of the first live abortions on TikTok. It's actually sponsored by Planned Parenthood. It's going to be a really big. It's going to be a monumental occasion. So
sounds like
Did you not get the
I'll check. I'll check. I haven't been in my email in a while.
It might be in your spam folder, but check it out. It might be in your spam folder. Okay, so this is for the space.
Wait, hold on. Just staying on abortion for a second. Did either of you see the amazing speech that I'm not sure the gentleman's name at the city council standing up for this crazy legislation about abortion?
Oh yeah, I have that.
Do you have a clip?
I have it here.
I think they're covering it in the next show, in the Truth Baby show.
Yeah, well, they will.
Oh, there it is.
There it is. I don't know. Should we have a little preview of it? We can do a little preview. We'll see what this guy's.
Yeah, play about half of it.
Yeah, well, we know who this guy is. We're going to recognize him here shortly. But
let me see.
Time to speak to you today, but unfortunately, the subject that I have to speak about is very traumatic and personal to me. With the new abortion legislation brought forth by the Texas Supreme Court allowing the heartbeat bill and limiting abortions to 6 weeks is incredibly unconstitutional. Mm-hmm. Bill Gates' father, William Gates Sr., would be so disappointed in his son for letting this bill pass, considering Gates' family involvement in starting Planned Parenthood with Margaret Sanger. Currently, I'm in a situation where I have 3 different birthing people pregnant at the same time, and I would like for all of them to have abortions, but unfortunately with this new heartbeat bill, we're unable to get the usual abortions that we often get.
Ridiculous.
I don't like to use
your body, your choice
whatsoever because it hinders my performance. So that's why I depend on abortion.
It makes it almost impossible for me to ejaculate if I use contraception. So I mean, and these people don't understand that. Like, I just don't understand why they don't understand that.
So I depend on abortion as a 100% effective form of birth control.
Oh, you couldn't hold it together.
But now that the state is making it almost
hard.
impossible for birthing people to even get an abortion, I'm going to be forced to change my entire lifestyle.
All the pronouns are correct.
Roe versus Wade made it very clear that abortions are completely
Very
legal,
clear.
and I wish Dallas would take a page out of New York's rule book and approve late-term abortion up to 6 hours after birth, because this would solve a lot of problems for
The city or the
expectant parents
child?
who don't want to have the financial obligation of raising a
I just think the state of New York, I believe, has late term abortions up to 6
No, I
hours
believe you
after.
said something about Dallas should do something, but I didn't know if you meant your child or the.
Well,
the
Dalix is my child. But
Oh,
yeah, I would love
Dalix.
for, I can't.
Oh.
Yeah, Dalix is a child. I can't
didn't
wait
know
for
that.
Dalix to get. Yeah, it's Dallas.
I thought it was
and Dallas.
Dallas. No,
Yeah, no, Dallas is a city we live in. Dalix. It's
you should have told
Dallas
me
and
that on all
Dallas
the
mixed
birthday
together.
gifts. I wrote the wrong name on all of them.
I just, you know what? I don't even give them the gifts. I keep
Oh,
them. I don't
okay.
like them. Yeah, I don't like them
Good.
to actually be spoiled at all. I don't give them very much at all, honestly.
Oh, go ahead.
I'll just cut it. Let me just skip to the end because we can watch a
Okay.
little.
We'll watch that on the,
just the emotional
after.
part. Well, let's just see the most emotional part of it.
Please do something to reverse this unjust, unconstitutional abortion ban so that I can go back to raw dogging birthing people that I meet outside of Arby's and drug rehabilitation centers.
I
And if
do.
you're watching
Nice-
this
nice move.
online and you want to smoke Sister Sweets later and chill with me, hit my Instagram, Primetime
Did you get any
all
hits?
one word. And my Twitter, AlexKnight99. My picture is Greta Thunberg wearing a mask and my bio says, free the nipple. Thank you, Mary Johnson. I appreciate you guys. Thank you very much. Have a good one.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hello,
excuse
Mr.
me,
Mayor,
sorry.
and thank
Yeah.
you for
It
allowing
was really
So-
great job. It was fantastic.
Okay, and then you know I have these two articles. This one is for the space geek and all of us guys.
Okay.
Cracks appearing
No.
on the International Space Station are fairly serious issue, according to a former NASA astronaut who says there may be others not found yet.
Just leaking as we speak.
Look at this. A new crack was spotted in the Russian Zarya module in August, but was
Mhm.
just the latest in a string of fissures found on the station, orbiting 253 miles above the Earth.
Not 252. That's interesting.
No, 253. NASA says.
and-
Go ahead.
No,
Bode.
and the good thing is though they have doors in between all the modules in case one of them has a catastrophe, right?
Yeah, you just
Oh,
like
so
airlock,
Karen-
close. You move on to the next one, close, and you just a pipe that
Yeah,
runs through
just
there.
like
you
a submarine.
You get that out of the way, and then you'd be fine.
Oh, so one module
Yep.
can crack and it's not that big a deal. It's
no.
like
Oh,
yeah. Oh, so it'd be like if my neighbor's foundation, if his house is cracking, that doesn't mean my house next door is cracking, right?
and we're talking two different types of engineers there: engineering a home and then engineering the ISS. I mean, come on.
Well, it would make sense that Russian side is cracking because they're not as good at the space
Right.
race as us because we obviously won the space race by
Correct.
getting to the moon before them. So it would
Correct. We get the better. We get like when you pick teams, we get to pick the better engineers, the better electricians.
Why are we bringing back when I was fat and I didn't get picked for any teams? You never talk about picking teams, Norm. You never ever talk about picking teams.
Well-
and I said that earlier. I really
Yeah, but you-
emotional thing. How I never got picked for teams.
Yeah, you just brought it up on the. Hold on, we're
I
being.
know, but now I never got picked for
Hold
one
on.
team. And if I could weight loss
Hold on,
surgery,
we
I
have
would have
a-
picked for every team.
We're supposed to get in this PSA
Return
here.
to the way things were before COVID-19.
Oh,
But
it's
there's
Bill.
one area where I hope
I love
we never
him.
go
I
back.
love his
Our
dad.
complacency about pandemics.
Yeah,
we
true.
can get ahead of infectious disease
Yeah, we
outbreaks. By the next pandemic,
This is so inspiring.
I believe we can have what I call mega
By the
testing
next pandemic.
diagnostic
Yes.
platforms.
I've been waiting
They
for
can
that.
be deployed quickly,
Yeah.
cost very little,
So cheap.
and test
Oh, this puts me in a better
20%
mood.
Yeah,
of the
this'll
entire
cheer you up.
population every week.
Oh, nice.
We also
Been
want to
needing
get
this.
treatments out far faster. Next
Way
time.
faster.
One of the most promising is monoclonal antibodies.
Yep.
These
Oh,
manufactured
monoclonal
antibodies grab onto the virus
They grab it.
and disable it, just like
Disable
our
it.
immune system, and can reduce
Just
its
like that
death
Uber
rates by as
driver.
much
Always
as
use Lyft.
80%.
Yep. Same thing.
I also think that we'll develop new vaccines quickly,
Yes.
in large part due to this new mRNA platform.
Right.
mRNA will become faster to develop,
Yeah.
easier to store,
Mhm.
and lower cost.
Thank
That's
God.
a huge breakthrough. To
Agreed.
stop future pandemics quickly,
Yes.
we need to be able to spot disease outbreaks
First
as
thing.
soon as they happen
Right.
anywhere in the world.
Anywhere.
And that requires a global alert system.
Mm-hmm.
If there turns out to be some new infectious pathogen,
Mm-mm.
then we need a group of infectious disease responders
Yes.
to spring into action. Think of these as
Awesome.
like pandemic firefighters.
I wonder how I can
Use their
apply.
Logistics,
Ooh,
use
pandemic
their ability
firefighters,
to build up
sweet.
capacity quickly. They're going to go wherever that problem
Yeah,
is.
wherever it is, I'll go
Stopping
there.
the next pandemic will require a big investment. But I think of this as the best insurance policy the world could buy.
I think so too.
You can read more about this in our annual letter.
Thank you.
I can't wait for the next pandemic. Oh my gosh, that's
So
going to
cool.
be so awesome.
So cool. The guy is just doing great work. Better than any doctor that I've ever seen. Just the way he's just so on point. He knows exactly what we need to do next time. He knew what we needed to do this time before it even happened. Who else can? Who else says that?
There's no doubt about it. I mean, we should have been listening to him way before. I mean, there's nobody that
He
knows
told us
what
to be
do
ready
better.
for this. Oh man, and we didn't listen.
Yep.
We didn't listen. He was right there. He told us what was going to happen, and we just didn't listen. Or else we just nobody would have even got this. We just would all wear masks. We would have all vaccinated. We would have all social distance, and 2 weeks it would have been over. And because of the unvaccinated, because of Trump, sorry, I don't want to get upset about it, but because of Trump, we're sitting in the middle of a pandemic, and I don't see an end to it.
Well, I'm excited for the next pandemic because that means that I get $300 gift cards for every vaccine that I get. So that I'm gonna get $300
And more
So that's gonna be
donuts.
really good.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Then donuts are never gonna stop.
No, never-ending
oh my
donuts.
Gosh! I'm gonna have to get that childhood gastric bypass surgery that I always wanted.
No, that's for children.
Yeah, well, maybe it's half price. Like I always order the kids meal at the restaurants, and I just call and like I'm a little kid. I go, oh, hey, can I get the kids order a cheeseburger? And then I go there like I'm ordering for my kids, and then I get the regular sized burger, basically $5.95. I'm gonna go. Oh,
Pretty sure you can be an
a
adult and order the kids meal. You don't need to pretend to be a kid.
You gotta
Yeah.
pretend with the
Oh, I
places
didn't
I
know.
go. They're really strict, the places I go. But the gastric bypass place, I'm gonna be like, oh, it's just me. I'm just a fat Latino kid, and I'm just really fat. I'm gonna shave my body completely, and then maybe one of you guys could pretend to be my father,
Mhm.
and then I'll get half price. I'll just be a really big baby. That sounds. I'll just be a really
Fits
big
perfect.
child.
Really sounds perfect to me.
Half the price. Gastric bypass for half the price. I think. I mean, did I just figure something out? I think I just figured something out. Wow.
You may
This is
have.
awesome.
You may have. Dave, do you have some stories for us, or should I do some myself?
Yeah, I have two stories that I could share if I can have the screen.
It's all yours.
Alex.
He's giving it to
Oh,
you. Well,
Um,
oops. Okay, you are go.
okay, so scientists have discovered through some archaeological dig 3,600 years ago, a 50-meter wide meteor exploded, destroying a city near the Dead Sea.
50
Amazing.
meters?
Big,
Wow.
50-meter wide meteor,
That's huge. That's like a football field.
It's half of one.
bigger than Tunguska, bigger than the Hiroshima bomb,
Mm-hmm.
and they figured it out.
Well, it's easy.
Digging a hole.
It's really easy because
Yeah,
then
it's
they can see. I mean, I think it's actually pretty simple math.
You just
You
You
how
put
did they
the
do
you
it
put it
again?
like in a machine,
yeah,
and the
it's
machine
right.
gives you a readback of how much stuff is in it based on how much stuff they think should be in it, and that gives you a perfect date for how long it's been out of that
Yeah.
norm.
I mean, it sounds.
Thank
simple.
God for scientists.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
I couldn't do this
Thank
stuff. Are you kidding
And
me?
then another good news. Asteroid 3 times the size of the Statue of Liberty
Oh, I heard it's coming.
just zoomed by us the other day.
Oh, it missed us.
and we're safe. Yep.
Thank
Oh,
God.
thank goodness. I'm always.
But thank
nervous about
God they see
asteroids.
these things coming because they weren't looking. We could be blindsided.
Have
That's
you
one of my
3
seen-
times the
Years.
size of the Statue of Liberty. That's big.
That
That's
is
really
huge.
big.
That's huge.
Yeah. That would cause a lot of problems.
The
So
bigger
that's
it is, the
right
more
there.
damage it causes. That's what I've always seen.
Yep.
Well, I'll tell you this much: I don't want to end up like a dinosaur, like a Tyrannosaurus Rex, getting knocked out by an asteroid. That would not.
It's not the way you want to go out. But here's one thing that I don't know if you
Can
guys knew
imagine
this.
just how like 100 years ago, nobody had any idea that these dangers were passing by us, right?
Idiots.
No, they had no idea. Let me show you this though while we're here because it's. Wait, am I here? Yes. So this is a story I found that some dinosaurs may have wagged their tails to help them run. Now
Makes
this is
sense.
real easy when you dig up dinosaur bones. So let's pretend you dug out your dog in your backyard. You get dog bones. You put them together. You kind of go, this looks like the dog. From there, you can determine how the dog would run, whether or not he would use his tail or his ears or I mean, there's so much that science can do once you have those bones out. So this may be for the same reason that humans swing their arms when walking and running. So we got it since it's evolution. If dinosaurs did that, of course, some of that's going to be passed on to me and you, and there's going to be remnants. There's always remnants, and the remnants are we swing our arms as we walk, kind of get speed and balance. Same thing this guy did with his tail.
It looks like he's just holding it straight. So would it go up and down, or would it go left to
Oh,
right?
I'd have to
Does it
ask
say?
them. I'd have to go and ask them. I'm sure they wrote a good report on it. But small-armed, two-legged dinosaurs may have wagged their tails to help them run for the same reason humans swing their arms, according to the new study. So I wonder if it was the guy. I'm wondering, somebody really good must have done this study. Remember there was a debate against an Alex Stein one time I watched. Trevor, very angry Tank Abbott-looking feller.
He's one of the smartest paleontologists in the world.
Oh,
I
of
can't
all
think
time.
of his last name, but he's on the Joe Rogan show. So, and, I mean, we don't like Joe Rogan, but he does have a big platform.
Well, you mean horse face? You mean I'm going to take this horse medicine?
Horse head, yeah, horse head. Can you
So
believe
sad.
that?
So
I mean,
pathetic.
I know 6 different people that are in the hospital from ivermectin overdose that are in intensive care, that are in ICU.
Well,
intensive care unit.
that's really where they belong. I mean, I don't even think they should get a hospital bed. That's just me. I mean, again, to each their own. Did you guys see the fake video going around that shows the person getting the vaccine, and within a half hour they are cutting the person's arm to suck the blood out of the vaccine area, and it's all coagulated? I got to show you.
I haven't seen that, but that just sounds like some sort of Hollywood screen.
Oh, it's just disgusting. It's just, why are people even falling for
probably
this?
done by one of these.
Since you're bringing up
anti-vaxxers.
fake videos,
Yes.
fake videos and fake reports, there's all of these conspiracy theorists out there that are saying that VAERS, the vaccine reporting system, says that 16,000 people have died. If that was true, that it's
We'd be
impossible.
reporting that.
If
Listen,
a
the
dozen
vaccine-
people die, from any product, any drug, it's taken off the market,
Right.
and
Why would you
the
believe
people
that?
responsible for it are put in jail.
Yeah.
Okay, there's no way that could be true. So don't even bother looking.
People just are not
listen.
capable of doing. I'm going to go ahead and borrow one from CNN. I was watching CNN this weekend, and they said the most dangerous new 4 words are "do your own research." That is the
What?
most. Yeah, think of how dangerous it is. Think about when you think about that. If we tell people to do your own
Well,
research,
are you?
think of what they're going to go and do.
let's see. CNN
People
do
aren't
it for you.
qualified to do their own research.
No.
If you don't have a college degree, do not do research.
No.
If you don't, I mean, seriously.
If
do
you're not a
do
doctor, you're not
research.
going to research COVID.
You need to go to college at least for 8 years and then do a
Yes.
residency for another couple of years. I don't know how many more years, but a lot. I mean, come on, guys.
So yes, this person took the vaccine, and then they did this little cup method here, and the doctor goes through and actually creates several slices in the person's injection area. This is within a half hour of the injection. Then does a little sucking of the blood so that it ends up in this glass. Now, this is how I know it's a hoax. Of course, we know glass is just, the blood is just going to be liquid blood in that glass, right? Can't be anything else. But watch what happens here when they peel it out. Now, why is the blood like Jell-O? So it's clearly a fake video. Clearly that cannot be happening to blood. Clearly the vaccine cannot be doing that to people's arms, or else they'd be having like blood clots, heart attacks.
This is another fake video.
Mario Kart
This
artists,
is
come on.
a fake video like those magnet videos. This is
Yes.
not the magnet challenge. This is the blood challenge video. Everybody's doing the fake blood challenge.
It's ketchup.
We
Look
know
at it's
that.
ketchup right here. When he comes out, you'll see it's ketchup.
Everybody on TikTok is doing the fake coagulated blood challenge.
Yeah.
And it's cute, guys, but you're spreading disinformation.
Stop falling for it.
Get vaccinated
Yeah.
and save a life.
Stop being
and
dumb.
remember, guys, your vaccine doesn't work unless other people are vaccinated as well. So if you are vaccinated and you know people that aren't vaccinated, you better get them vaccinated because your vaccine relies on them. That's what people don't realize.
Without any doubt. Yes. What else I have? So we got that. The dinosaurs with their hind legs is, of course, great. And here, again, how many stories like this are we going to see? Just a mother of 4 who went around proudly posted that she was unmasked, unmuzzled, and unvaccinated and unafraid. I've seen that shirt around. Disgusting. And she died of COVID-19 at the age of 40. And that's what she gets. Again, I hate to be rude, but on the other hand, look at her. Look at her here. Give a voice to the vaccine injured. Who the hell would say that?
Well, here, I got to show you guys this really awesome website. It's called sorryantivaxxer.com, and it's really, really cool. And what it does
Oh,
is
awesome.
it's just all
Oops,
the
sorry, people aren't seeing that. Go ahead.
This is this awesome website. So all the people that have been anti-vax that have died from it, you go to this website and it has all the people like Natalie Rise, 46, a nurse anti-vaxxer, told family not to get the vax while dying. Look at this, Bill Dorsey, 40s, Southampton, PA, anti-vax dead from COVID. Brandy Lynn, 42, Houston, Texas, spray tanner, anti-vaxxer, hospitalized with COVID.
Oh, she was a spray tanner? Oh my God.
I know, what a disgusting job. She would look at girls' vagina and spray it with that fake tan stuff. Jason Lackey, 45, Winston-Salem, anti-vaxxer. Did Q predict this? Dead from COVID.
Oh, that was a good one about Q.
This is a really good one. This girl.
Oh, that's the one I just talked about.
Yeah, she's one of the hottest girls to die of COVID so far, they're saying. They said she's the hot COVID dead woman, is what they're calling her.
But look at her. She's standing there with a sign that says, "Give a voice to the vaccine introvert." Why would you ever do that?
Well, how loud's her voice now? Not very.
No,
I mean, I hate to
not from a dirt nap. Not from a dirt nap, no.
But this is what you get. My beautiful niece lost her battle against COVID. My heart is breaking for her kids and her sister Cassie, and her brother Kurt. We will miss her always. So many people need her here, but God must have special plans for her in heaven. You are so loved, Kristen, and will be so, so missed. Well, it's just,
I was reading that. There's an interesting section there.
Well, yeah, let's read that.
A little conversation was having. Read the red writing. There was an update on 9/22. That's yesterday.
Sorry, anti-vaxxer reader and commenter Rin Paddington had an exchange with Joel Renfro on Facebook, who claims to be Kristen's brother, but appears to be the father of the two youngest daughters of Kristen Lowry. The following is the exchange. I'm afraid there really is no getting through to these people.
Uh-oh.
So, Rin Paddington, Joel Renfro, are you vaccinated yet? Or are you still rooting for your immune system to keep you safe?
What an idiot, rooting for your immune system.
Yeah, what an idiot.
Dumb. Science!
Your immune system's going to fail you, bud. Does it matter? Is it any of your business what my personal beliefs are in this free country? But for your information, I had COVID and survived.
I don't believe people who say they had it anymore.
Look at all this. I mean, this guy's still not willing to get vaccinated even after
that's the guy. I got him good. He said, "Where's your research published? Where's your published paper?" That's the way to shut him up every time. That's where you shut him up every time.
Up here?
No, it was a little bit further down. I saw there was a little.
Here. Maybe do research instead of listening to social media.
Yeah.
I love that, dude. Okay, here. And as for your research, that's why we have the CDC that actually hires the top doctors and researchers with billions of dollars to do the research for us and how to keep everyone alive.
Yes.
Someone Googling online finding articles is not.
That's research. Not research. Research is 8 years in school. It's being pressured by your company to do what they want you to do. That's research.
And he's so right. It's backed by billions of dollars that are all used to find cures. Like they would never use that money to make more money. That wouldn't. No,
it doesn't make any sense. It wouldn't be called science if that was the case. It'd be called entrepreneurship or something.
Capitalism.
Yeah, there you go.
Trying to get rid of.
33.
Guys, everybody, look. 33. Brittany Bradford. 33. Memphis, Tennessee. Anti-vax dead from COVID. Oh, boyfriend dead too. Boyfriend's dead too.
And a pure romance rep. Again, they've got to whatever they can do to make sure that you notice that none of these people are academics. Notice that.
No,
it's very important that we point that out.
Sex line.
It's all these losers.
Dildos.
Dock workers, sex workers. What was the other person? Worked at Walmart.
Wow, dock worker. That's a union job, though. It might have been okay. Dead of COVID. Sabrina Patarella. Oh, shit. She's Italian like you. Anti-vax.
She's not a teacher. Wow. I bet you anything. She was just not a teacher. They're lying.
Maestra Novax. She speaks Spanish, so she must be a teacher. David Crabtree, anti-vax, dead from COVID. Crabtree Transport. So he's a truck driver.
Another 33.
33.
Good. It's about the right age, I think.
Oh, my gosh. She was a clerk at Cash Express.
Of course she was.
Dead. Oh, look at this guy. He's a pastor. R. Lauren Sanford, 70, Denver, Colorado. Pastor, anti-vax, anti-mask, anti-mandate as well.
I guarantee you that he thought God was going to protect him, and look what happened. He did. He chose God instead of Fauci, and he paid the ultimate price.
Look at this. Lewis Ewing, 59. He's in the ICU. He's in the ICU against his will. Hi, that doesn't sound right.
Yeah, cool.
They shouldn't even be giving him freaking health attention, honestly.
I wouldn't give him a hospital bed, that's for sure.
No. Jeff and Amy Hager, 46 and 40, firefighter, home life logistics planner, anti-mandate. They're both dead. Oh, my God, another couple died. Marcus and Brenda Smalls, 44, anti-vaxxers, dead from COVID. They had 7 children. Well, at least those parents, at least they don't have those bad parents. Those children.
If they would have gotten to the hospital early and got on the remdesivir, then everything would be fine. The remdesivir is quality. I've looked
vaccinated.
I've looked at the
They just would've been
paperwork.
Vaccinated.
I've looked at the paperwork. It's good stuff. There was not a lot of, only like a 37% death rate in the trials. Not that bad.
33-year-old Elmer Cobb, 33, anti-vaxxer, died of COVID. Father posts anti-vax memes. Wow, his dad is still posting anti.
Why would you do that?
Wow, look how they go really deep on this website and they find your old posts.
Cockwomble.
What? They would call Dr. Fauci a cockwomble? That's disrespectful.
He was on the
as
show
heck.
and he provided some
He's
great
the
information.
Opposite of that. He's a cock strong. He doesn't womble. He's a cock, whatever he's a cocksman. He's a fine cocksman. He's one of the best cocksmen I know. For every single one of you who's blindly trusted Fauci, masked up your children, and became sheep to the government,
Sheep.
I want you to read through these. I want you to read through these emails and recognize that you were duped and lied into celebrating tyranny and voluntarily giving up your freedoms away for a lie. Well, joke's on you, Elmer Cobb. I don't even read. I don't even know how to read. I couldn't even read an email if I wanted.
But let's talk about who was duped. Have you ever heard of Q? Okay, who was duped? Okay, you guys believe that Anderson Cooper's eating babies? Come on.
Well, he might actually eat children. I think he has a weird diet. He's like he's not doing the keto thing.
Is it doctor recommended though?
Yeah, it's doctor recommended. He's eating aborted fetuses though, so it's actually good. It's good for what he's doing.
It makes sense. Whatever the doctor says,
for you.
As long as he's going by the science.
It's very expensive. It's incredible. Yeah, his is all science. It's a pure scientific diet. But yeah, he actually is eating.
So sorry, antivaxxer.com. Okay, great. I'm going to make sure if I know any family members, I'm going to make sure I'm the first one to put their stuff up on here.
Look, Laura Loomer, she's in the hospital
I heard.
with COVID.
Yep.
Wow.
And again, these people get what they deserve.
Ryan Carter dead from COVID. Anti-vaxxer leaves behind significant other with a baby.
They didn't get a chance to get married.
Babies. Look at this guy.
This guy was anti-Fauci? Well, look what happens when you go anti-Fauci. You go anti-life. That's what happens.
Oh my gosh, that's a good one, Norm.
Yes.
When you go
anti-breathing.
Anti-Fauci, you go anti-life.
Happens.
I don't think it gets better than that. I mean that's a monumental statement right there, and very true.
This is a great website, great place to really show people what happens when you go against government orders.
I mean, Frank DeVito, anti-vaxxer, dead.
Dead, 73.
Look, he's an anti-vaxxer. What do we
Guys,
call
do you
that?
think that this breakout has anything to do with the fact that some communities around the country, around the world, have removed fluoride from their water? Ridiculous. Because of some.
We got to put it back in.
People that want to know the truth, they've removed fluoride, and I think that has weakened our society.
You're right, because it's so strong. Think of what it does to your teeth. Think how strong it is. The more you have that in your body,
if you stop ingesting fluoride, that could stop your immune system. Maybe that's what's happened.
Do you think you can buy like a fluoride rock?
Fluoride lacking people have they're a danger to other people that have fluoride in their bodies.
Yeah, I'm gonna write a note. We need to get, maybe there's a rock that we can attach to the faucet. When you run the water, it just flows down the fluoride rock into your glass. Drink it straight from there.
Maybe.
I want to look into that.
Or maybe a fluoride vaccine.
They're not putting enough. Fluoride vaccine.
Yeah.
I'm going to email Fauci on that one. I got his email now.
You're smart. And I just want to say, look at this clown, a literal clown.
Oh boy, here we go, another clown.
Look, Denise Truffles. Truffles.
Anti-vaxxer clown. Yep.
Dies
Makes
from COVID.
That's right. Perfect. Yeah. There's 228 comments just on the anti-vaxxer clown. I got to see this. The comments are going to not be very nice. I'm guessing these are going to be people of our people we would associate with. Let's see if they say the same things we would say. Oh, dropping.
Let's see. R.I.P. Okay, here they are. Trump world.
And while you're looking for that, I want to do a shout out to the creator of The Simpsons for their amazing vaccine knowledge episode.
Family Guy.
Did you guys see that?
Yeah, Family Guy.
Family Guy. Sorry, not Simpsons.
Yeah.
Are we required to play it? Hope not. I mean, we can.
It would probably be nice to play it. Maybe we play it on the way in.
Sure, we can play it on the way out. Who's laughing now? I like these comments. These are great. It ain't over until the stupid clown dies. I guess it's over now. Good one. Good one. Oh, come on. Got to admit, in the end, she finally made people laugh. Oh, that's it. Man, these guys are... I wonder why they're not comedians. Like, these people should all sign up for... Oh, they probably are. You're probably right. R.I.P.
Yes.
Dumbass clown would rather stick a truffle up his ass than get a vaccine. Well, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'd rather stick something up my
She will
ass
know
than get a
terrified
vaccine.
children no longer. It's good English there too. What did you mean she's from the villages? Is she the village idiot? Good one. Good one.
Oh my God, my grandma knows her. She said she was always a source of pleasure and laughter. What? They lived in the same retirement home. She said she didn't know her clown name was Truffles. She said all the men at home said it was Stinky Twinkie.
Makes
My
sense.
grandma said that she thought the clown name was funny and so silly for a woman with a sulfur snatch. I guess it's some sort of old people slang. Cherish your grandparents. Why would somebody say anything nice? She said she was a source of pleasure and laughter. Ugh. She's an anti-vaxxer.
Yeah,
What?
that can't
That's
happen. I think it was a
impossible.
joke. They may be being facetious.
They better be, dude. That is. I wish there's a dislike button.
Oh, look at this
Let's see,
one.
there-
They said none of her Facebook posts were funny until now.
That's true. Wow,
Literally a clown,
67.
another hateful, moronic piece of shit, bites the dust, and I couldn't be happier. COVID will be ravaging the village, and that's a good thing. These are great quality people. I often look, like if I wanted to find a good person to, if we're looking to rent a room out in my house or something, the first place I'm going to go is this comment section. I bet you I'll find the right tenant.
Well, speaking of that, look at this new police artificial intelligence. Police are slammed for creating a surveillance state by using AI software to spy on social media and identify potential criminals.
What's wrong with that?
I know this is smart. No, I'm just saying it goes to exactly what they would have found. They would have found her and vaccinated Truffles way before, and she would still be alive.
Yeah.
So,
You could just call their house
intelligence-
and ask them, and then if they say they're not, they're having a mental breakdown. We know that. So you just go in there and remove them.
It's very easy to tell. They can tell you're going to commit a crime before, so they know that if you're posting anti-vax stuff, that you're going to be the first person that gets vaccinated, so they don't have to deal with you later on. So it's smart. So an artificial intelligence program designed to scan social media chatter and warn law enforcement of potential threats is raising the alarm for civil rights advocates. SocialNet, the Wyoming-based outfit Shadow Dragon, pours over data from 120 different platforms, including Facebook, Instagram posts, dating apps, Amazon wish lists, Pornhub pages, and the dark web to help authorities identify persons of interest and map out their networks during investigations, according to The Intercept.
I like it.
Police in Michigan and Massachusetts are currently leasing the software, the site reports, and the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement purchased a license for it twice since 2019. So that's awesome that these places are using this technology where they can tell you're going to commit a crime before you do it based on your social media posts.
That's unbelievable.
Shadow Dragon has not publicly released much information on how SocialNet works or which police departments leased it. That's smart. Well, guys, that sounds good. I'm excited. So this is going to really help the contact tracing. So people won't be able to walk around without, we need mandates. So this is really good. I'm so excited for SocialNet. The Shadow Dragon.
The government can fix this if people let them.
This is gonna end the pandemic. The Social Dragon. Once everybody downloads the Social Dragon app on their phone, then we'll know exactly what they're doing, and then we'll know where they walk, who they interact with, what their biometric data is. I mean, it's going to be awesome. We're going to have a full scan of everything that's going on and who's walking by you, who's sick. It's the future, guys. I'm really excited, Norm and Dave.
I'm going to show you something real quick just because I want Dave to make sure he sees this. Dave, I've heard people ask you before, and we're like, why are they asking that? Like, where's the curve? Right?
Looks like.
Oops, is this on the screen here? Yeah, so just showing you that even in this picture of this, the dragon landing, you can clearly see a curve. So just show them next time that the curve can be seen from ground level. Well, you're probably not ground level
everywhere. You can see it from everywhere.
Yeah, you're probably 15 feet high here. So you only have to be 15 feet high. So just I don't know why they keep asking you that, but just show them this image and say that we just had 4 people in space.
And if someone can't see the curve, get that image and compress it.
Yep.
And then you'll really see the curve.
Should I do it now? I can do it if you want to see it. It's pretty easy for me.
Oh, can you?
Yeah, let me bring up, let's get up real quick. I want to get to, oops, over here. Was it this story I think I wanted to play? Let's try this. Oops. Grab this story before you move it over. There we go. Yeah, this is a good story. So let's play this one. Just because I really think we need to get it out to the people that are unvaccinated, what they're doing, what's going on here. And
then I have one Tucker Carlson clip I have to play.
Say hi to Nina, our Schwab financial consultant.
Oops, we're going to give that a second. And yeah, I'll show you how when you can compress it. What you'll get is really something special. I got to grab this though. Pop back over there. All right, here we go.
We want to continue our COVID coverage tonight by showing you what a COVID patient struggling to breathe looks like.
We need to see this.
This is what happens to people when every weapon in our arsenal is not used to its fullest potential.
Every weapon, yeah.
Vaccine.
Every weapon.
We warn you, this may be disturbing to some, but it's necessary to see up close just what this nation is fighting, patient by patient. Randy Kay has the story.
This might be hard for you to watch, folks, but you need to see it, okay? Look at that. You need to see this.
You are watching the desperate attempt to save a COVID patient's life.
Desperate.
This 75-year-old woman is having serious trouble breathing and is in desperate need of oxygen.
So this patient was being maintained on non-invasive ventilation and unfortunately failed. And so we had to transition to mechanical ventilation, which requires placement of the airway within the endotrachea, within the trachea, the windpipe. So the patient has to be sedated to allow us to access the airway.
Dr. Hudman Ho is a pulmonologist and the medical director of the ICU at St. Anthony's Hospital in St. Petersburg.
And he uses a laryngoscope blade to lift the tongue out of the way so he can visualize it. And it's actually a fiber optic visualization. There's a little camera at the end of the laryngoscope blade so he can visualize the airway and guide the tube into place.
It has to be precise, yet time is of the essence. Lives are on the line.
We got it. Intubated. She's coming back up. Wow, her heart rate stayed
her life is on the line.
For this patient, a second chance.
Yes.
Later, we learned she had received her first dose of the vaccine, but got COVID while waiting for her second shot.
See, that's why you gotta be careful with that. Oh, sorry, my screen's getting screwed up.
Wow, she got sick in between the shots. That's all COVID. That's because anti-mask.
Could have gotten them sooner.
Can you see this here now?
Could have gotten them sooner.
This is my, there you go. I condensed this and you can see clearly. Oops, that's hard to see for everybody. Maybe move it up there. There you go. When I condense the image, you can see clearly the curve here. Okay, so the Earth is curved, and that's from the ground level. And
flat tards.
Well, speaking of here, Ivan Tucker Carlson, and we hate Tucker, but look at this. We got to. I think Baller Dave's gonna love this video of Tucker.
Okay.
The left will be completely unhinged and hysterical. The left will become completely unhinged and hysterical, and that's how you know it's true. They only censor the true things. Nobody gets in trouble for claiming the Earth is flat.
What was that?
The left will become. Nobody gets in trouble for claiming the Earth is flat.
Right.
The true things. Nobody gets in trouble for claiming the Earth is flat.
Wow, David. So
well, he actually said something we agree with. You know, he said something that we agree with there.
He said the most beautiful thing ever for once.
Censor the true things. Nobody gets in trouble for claiming the Earth is
flat.
Well,
listen, we didn't like Tucker, but I have to say it now. I think we're, we like Tucker a little bit, guys.
What say you, Baller? You're on mute. There you go.
I'm not on mute anymore.
No.
So what's Tucker saying that
they only censor but his
are the things that are not true?
Yeah, so he has a different belief in truth than we do, but what he's saying is that everything that's being told to you is a lie, and then he says that they're blocking or censoring the true things. And one of the things that you can know can't be true because it's not being censored is flat Earth. So he makes a great point because flat Earth's not being censored.
Well, that makes sense.
Go search flat Earth.
God bless Tucker Carlson.
Yeah, go search flat Earth in YouTube, and you'll find nothing but flat Earth videos and proofs, and it's all just garbage. We've been really trying to get YouTube to put authoritative sources there. So, Simon Dan, what's the guy's name? The scientist?
Eric Dubay, 200 proofs. I've watched that video, and it's
garbage.
Everybody needs to go watch that video and see how ridiculous it is.
Yeah, I found 0 proofs out of 200.
Well, a lot of them actually did prove some stuff, but they're just lies. They prove a lot of stuff, but they can manipulate.
Did you see the truck driving around that said, "Don't get vaccinated" from the mortuary?
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Okay. Good. You saw that it was a joke and that they're it's pro-vaccine. It's pro-vaccine, not a real mortuary.
Yeah, it better be pro-vaccine. Oh, it wasn't a real mortuary.
No,
it was just it was a publicity stunt.
Yeah, it was a stunt. Here, we can show this. I think if you didn't know.
Oh, it wasn't even a mortuary. Wow, you're doing an article about it. I was gonna pull up the photo.
I have the photo here, I believe. But you have to wait for these ads, so we're going to give it a second. Yeah, if you didn't know, it was a joke to get it, because it's saying don't get the vaccine because the only person that would benefit from you not getting the vaccine is the mortuary. So
they are. That's why they have a bunch of ice cream trucks. They're repurposing ice cream.
Pretty amazing
trucks right now.
Job there. Pretty amazing. Is the story going to come on this week or no? And then after that, we'll get ready for the Truth Baby Show. Here we go. I believe.
Monday night, David Oakley is admiring the digital billboard that had social media and the streets of Charlotte buzzing Sunday afternoon. Oakley owns his own ad agency, Boone Oakley.
Boone Oakley specializes in doing work that gets noticed, talked about, and shared.
Hence the message he paid to have plastered on the side of a truck. He asked that the truck be driven around uptown Charlotte Sunday afternoon as thousands of people walked the streets while the Carolina Panthers played.
Good idea, good idea.
The billboard may read, "Don't get vaccinated, Wilmore Funeral Home," but make no mistake, Oakley says he wants people to get the shot.
And a lot of the advertisements that you see right now for pro-vaccine are very simple, like get the shot, get vaccinated. It's very simple. We wanted to do something that saw things from a different perspective.
And thus the funeral home concept was born. And no, Wilmore Funeral Home is not real.
So the idea came about when we thought about who would really benefit from people not getting the shot.
Only one.
You kind of go back to the simple fact that people are dying that aren't vaccinated. So who benefits from people dying? A funeral home.
Brilliant. He's a brilliant guy.
That guy is the most brilliant ad director. He should have been on the show Mad Men.
Yeah, just brilliant. Just amazing. And then I think that we can end the show with this here. If you haven't seen this, I saw this. I'm like, I've never seen anything so beautiful. This is Jupiter in real time here. Or I'm sorry, over a 10-day period by Voyager 1 spacecraft. That's Jupiter spinning in space. Have you ever seen anything so sexy in your entire life?
That's so beautiful. The most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
Look, there goes a moon. There goes one behind it.
Amazing.
There goes one in front of it. There goes another one. There's a big one.
Oh my God.
Wow. Wow.
That is so cool.
Wow. I need a timeout after that. I need a timeout. That was too good. Anybody, any final news stories for today? It's very important that you get it out if you have them now. I don't think I have anything else. Mr. Baller Dave.
That's all I have. That's all I have for today.
R.I.P. Gabby Petito. We will find you, Brian. And when we do find you,
you're going down.
In big trouble, mister.
You're going down. And we're going to be on the Truth Baby Show. Give us about, 1 o'clock we'll start. And we will go for a few hours over there. If you want to head over there, that will be at Rockfin, and we'll start at YouTube just for a quick couple minutes. And again, stop posting fake videos of people's beat like blood. That's not real. We know what ketchup looks like. Knock it off.
Do we want to end with the Family Guy?
Oh, sure.
clip,
Yes,
or?
let me get it. I forgot to get that ready for you.
It's in the chat,
well, thank
or
you.
it's in our chat.
I'll take it. Here we go. All right, we'll end with that, and then we will see you shortly. Give me 1 second. Let me bring. Oops, already over there. Do I have one for this one? Let's see if it's any bigger. No. Hold on.
What a good show, everybody. Make sure to go get vaccinated. And if you know people that aren't vaccinated, make sure to show them sorryantivaxxer.com.
Yes.
That's going to show them. That'll send the message.
That's where they'll end up.
Next.
That's where they're going to end up if they're not careful. Okay, here we go. I'll make it a little bit bigger for you. Enjoy. Oh, wait, we're going to do the whole screen. That's what we'll do. If I can get it up here. Alrighty, there we go. All right, this is from Family Guy. Thank you, Seth MacFarlane. He's awesome. You guys like him?
He's the best content.
He's the best.
Cartoonist there ever was.
Ever. All right, here we go. And I'll put that up top.
All right, everybody. Thanks.
See you soon. Here you go. Enjoy.
God, I hate getting shots. Why do I gotta get this stupid COVID vaccine anyway?
Peter, it's COVID. You should know how to say it. It's been well over a year.
Yeah, I only ever read it. So, if it isn't the mommy-to-be. No, I'm just kidding. I'm going to be competent today. Now, before I administer the vaccine, do you have any questions? Yeah, how does your vaccine work?
Well, think of the vaccine as a large ethnic bouncer and COVID as the drunk entitled white kid yelling, "Do you know who my father is?"
God, do I have to do everything? Vaccines have been around for hundreds of years. They helped eliminate smallpox from the face of the earth, and they're well on the way to doing the same with polio. Those were once devastating diseases, you understand, and now, thanks to vaccines, you don't even have to worry about them. What do you say, Brian? Should we show them how it works?
Well, I have a date with that chick that works at the bowling alley. What the hell? Where are we?
We're inside the fat man's body.
Fine, I'll text her. I'll be late. There's no reception.
Oh, yes, there's too much plaque in his arteries. You'll never get a signal. Anyway, vaccines protect us from illnesses by activating our immune response without the danger of actual infection, thereby training the body to fight off the real thing. Some of the COVID vaccines work by exposing your immune system to proteins which resemble the spike protein of the virus but cannot infect you. The vaccine stimulates your immune system to make antibodies against the virus, mimicking what happens when you get COVID, except that you don't get sick with the vaccine. The mRNA vaccines actually use the genetic code of the virus to create a pretend version of the spike protein.
Hi, I look like the virus, but I'm not the virus.
When the real virus tries to attack your body, these pre-made circulating immune proteins are already available, coded to recognize the virus and at the ready to fight back. They essentially find, bind to, and kill the invading virus, drastically reducing the chances that you'll get sick. The vaccine also results in the creation of memory cells that will fight the virus in years to come.
Memory cells, right. I'm glad you said that. I was going to touch on it.
Don't do that. So the more quickly we all get vaccinated, the more quickly we can all get back to doing the things we love safely.
Right, like that chick at the bowling alley.
Yeah, I was thinking of, like, concerts. As of now, billions of COVID vaccines have been administered safely to people around the world. Brian, I think you're stepping on Peter's liver.
Help me. Oh, God.
Yes, let's just swim over here.
All right, well, what Peter might ask is, what if the vaccine makes him sick?
The common side effects from the COVID vaccines are generally mild and last a few days. But do you know what can have serious long-term side effects?
I know.
COVID.
Well, you know, he also says he just figures everyone else is going to get it, so why does he have to?
Well, what he should understand is that getting the shot not only protects him,
this is
but
such
also
a funny
the people around
episode.
him.
So
but even
good.
more importantly, if the virus is allowed to spread through an unvaccinated population, it could mutate into a variant that the vaccines might not protect against.
Delta.
Then we're right back where we started. Gal Gadot singing Imagine. We cannot let that happen.
Well, you know, I just realized this is like one of those Schoolhouse Rocks. Except, you know, without the rock.
Yeah, it's like school. Way to end strong, Brian.
You know what, Doc? I changed my mind. Something inside of me tells me I ought to get the shot.
I think you're going to be very happy you did.
Okay, just give me fair warning because I'm very afraid of needles. And also some guy on the radio said...
You're done.
Is that it? That was easy.
Yeah, it's easy.
Freaking
some guy on the radio said what? I'm sure he's dead from COVID.
Yeah. That was so good. We did forget to just go through real quick the tips. There's a couple of them I wanted to make sure we called them out. We've got Brian Roy, thank you very much. And we've got Claptrapism. He said, can you guys attempt elbow bumps after great news? Don't know. This one?
We could. I don't know. Let's see. Is that...
Wrong one.
I can't.
You got to do both.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, we can do that. I got it. And you guys got to get a little... No, it's not really there. The answer to that is no. Thanks, Sopko, who says there needs to be a vaccine. Okay, I like the way you're starting with this. This is really good. There needs to be a vaccine that prevents the potentially lethal reactions to these other vaccines. That's a lie. That's a lie. I'm sorry. I didn't read the second part of the sentence. There is no... What do you mean lethal reactions to other vaccines? That seems like fake news. That's not happening. You're obviously watching Fox News or don't believe in science.
Yeah, there's no such thing.
Yeah, I've never heard that before. So anyway, thank you guys for being here. Another great episode of GNN. We'll see you next Thursday at around 11-ish. And we will see you shortly in about 27 minutes for the Truth Baby Show, where we'll explore all these things, but from another perspective. Any final words?
God bless you.
See you guys.
Forget about God. Darwin bless you.
Darwin bless you. That's what he meant. Peace.